So, John, coming to theatres 22nd of May 2026. It's The Mandalorian and Grogu. This is the official trailer we are going to be reacting to very shortly, John. Just coming in at just over a minute and a half long. We knew this was coming, but didn't realise there was a trailer ready for it, which makes sense because we're less than a year away to this film's release. Yeah. So it's about time, Star Wars, get a grip. Come on. We need more. We need more Star Wars content.
Yeah.
Good Star Wars content, that is.
Lord knows we need good Star Wars movies, Stephen, after the car crashes that came out the last time. We need a palate cleanser. I'm still very much, Stephen, in the mindset that TV is the way forward for Star Wars. That we've had too many misses and not enough hits from Disney when it comes to films. But look, the way they've built this story, these characters, Favreau, Filoni to an extent, this universe with Ahsoka, The Mandalorian, Grogu, Boba Fett to an extent, Thrawn, it's all building up nicely. Yeah. You've got to give them credit. They've done a great job of building interesting stories, characters in this sort of tweener time period, isn't it? It's between, or is it? It is, it's between, isn't it? It's between the original trilogy and the sequel. So give them their dues, they've earned this movie. I'm still not having Grogu. I'm bored with the little guy. He rips my knitting.
Yeah.
I think he's unnecessary. He should have buggered off with Luke and let the Mando do his thing. He was meant to be a lone gunslinger in a galaxy far, far away. And now he's became father to a little annoying flying Yoda puppet. But he's there. His name's in the title. They've earned the right to it, Stephen. Hopefully, I pray to sweet baby Jesus that it works and that it's a success. Because ultimately, I do enjoy Pedro as an actor, despite all these cretins trying to go after him just now, talking about him getting nervous and whatnot. There's my dog, he's agreeing with me. Shall we press play though, Stephen? Copyright, incidentally, if there's any issues with copyright, you can hit the link in the description down below for Patreon. You'll be able to see it free over there if for whatever reason this video gets blocked and you're seeing me talking and there is no reaction afterwards. Shall we press play though, Steve, now that we've got that jargon out of the way? And a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Play.
Forgot she was in this.
Yeah. Theme is phenomenal.
Not having Jabba Jack. Puppies. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, it feels like one of the tracks in Gran Canaria.
It's a good logo, man. It's a good logo.
Good shot, baby.
He's not a fucking baby. He's an old man. He's about 60. He just looks like a baby. But no, Stephen, it does. It looks good, to be fair. What I'm more surprised about, I had in my mind's eye that this was going to be an ensemble kind of thing with Ahsoka and whatnot. Ultimately, I think they've all bolted that because they all share this kind of TV universe. I think we've all bolted it with maybe Thrawn praying they don't do something silly with him, being the ultimate threat, the ultimate adversary for all these guys. But with this, it does look like it's a more sort of standard Mandalorian Grogu fare where it's a bigger, more bombastic setting. It's a film. It's going to, fucking clues in the title, isn't it? It's going to focus on it.
It looks like a feature-length episode of what we already know and witnessed, John, rather than a a big blockbuster film. That's just the vibe I'm getting from it. Not to say it doesn't look good; it looks great, and just having those two back. I know, obviously, Grogu's a bit of a thorn in your side, John, but
I don't mind him. He's fine.
He is a likeable little
Yeah.
dude, you know, and the two characters play off each other very well. But yeah, I thought we perhaps might have seen Ahsoka in there or something, you know, just throwing some other stuff in there, because there was not really any villains or anything like that we saw. We saw all these sort of colourful creatures, you know, some menacing looking creatures as well, but it doesn't really give too much away. I suppose maybe that's the strategy behind it. Maybe we will get a full trailer, perhaps maybe in the new year, early new year. Who knows?
What is it Moff Gideon, who's the Giancarlo Esposito character? Do we know for sure that he's dead? Is he definitely dead? Because ultimately what's been the recurring theme throughout The Mandalorian has been Grogu, them trying to get Grogu and sort of reverse engineer the sort of latent force ability that he's got into some nefarious mean in which to use for the Empire. So I can imagine the Empire still being... Yeah, I can imagine them still being the villain and getting after. But what time will tell, Stephen. I think The Mandalorian Season 3 lost a bit of momentum. It
did, yeah.
It was still great in points. What I can see with this is them just exploring the end game for The Mandalorian and Grogu in terms of where the characters are, the journey they're on. They reach the sort of, almost like Luke Skywalker in the original trilogy. He goes from a farm boy to a Jedi Knight, and then we don't see what happens afterwards. But with this, I think they'll reach their full potential. Grogu will become a sort of Jedi-Mandalorian hybrid. The Mando will maybe become the leader of the Mandalorian fucking tribes, if you'd like. I don't know if that's what's going to happen. I'm just hypothesising. And then moving forward into a bigger ensemble movie, they'll be like proper forces to be reckoned with. Unless they kill fucking Grogu or something off, but that would be suicide. And we know Star Wars has always been merchandise first.
Yeah.
And everything else second.
I'm looking at the comment section. This is the Star Wars channel on YouTube, this trailer that I've got up. And yeah, I mean, I think
Kimmel's
most
back.
people are quite underwhelmed. Very underwhelmed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised even. I'm not surprised because it does, like you said, feel like a super episode. And we've seen this before with the Clone Wars. It started with essentially 3 episodes of the Clone Wars together in a movie and it flopped. It was terrible. And then they redeemed it with the TV show. This is like that in reverse. So they've got a lot to do here with this story to convince people to go out in theatres and watch it, that it's worth watching. Because it's lost momentum, the show. They need some sort of compelling evidence of a villain in there that's worthy of going and seeing a feature-length film. And the villain has to be scaled to the Mandalorian and Grogu. This is a problem you've got, because these characters in of themselves are not massively powerful. So who do you, and as a villain, you can't bring in like a proper force user, because Grogu's not at that level yet. And a force user would fucking murder the Mandalorian.
These characters work in episodes, and like you said, you know, that seems to be the future for Star Wars if they want to be successful in it, because I think they've got the format down to a T. You know, it took a bit of conditioning. Now we're reverse engineering it and we're going back to a feature-length film. You know, and it means that we've all got to recondition our sort of mindset on these things, but we're doing it with characters we've established in a TV show. So it's going to be very difficult, John, to carry this across over a 2-hour film slot or whatever it may be. I don't know what the running time for it is, but they've got to be careful they don't do, as you said, you know, combine like 3 episodes into a feature film, which this feels like. I hope I'm wrong. I hope this is, it says official trailer. I hope this is just a teaser. I think it is, because it's only 1.5 minutes long. That's not long enough. And it's not really showing anything. Mandalorian and Grogu, we're going to get in the trailer, I get that, but there's nothing else there.
It's very early.
I don't relate to anybody else in this.
It's very early in terms of promotional. That's what I will say. I'll let him away with it. Dana, I had concerns about May as well, but to be fair, I've looked at the release sort of schedule for next year, and I've positioned it in a sort of nice little spot. Where Toy Story 5 comes out nearly a month later, so they've got a month to just flex their legs in terms of not having competition. Supergirl comes out a couple of days after that, a week after that, so there's no really any movies that will cannibalise into his performance. So, what
The
time will
last
tell.
Star Wars film to be released in May was Solo, the
Yeah,
Star Wars
I
story.
like Solo. Don't think it was as bad as
I
people
like
made
the
out.
one,
Thought it was fine.
but I think it was obviously it came off the back of The Last Jedi and didn't resonate well with the fans, unfortunately. Not the film's fault.
Yeah, Ryan Johnson's fault for killing the franchise. Yeah.
Yeah,
JJ.
I think obviously changing directors didn't help it either. But I still liked it. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'll see. I'll watch it. I'll look forward to watching this because I like the Mandalorian as a character. But
I still will it to see.
I have my
to succeed.
reservations.
I'm willing it to succeed, Stephen. I'm a Star Wars fan. I want this franchise to come out of the gutter. And there's nothing better than a massive Star Wars movie coming out in May and maybe succeeding. And then it reinvigorates the whole thing. Because, Stephen, when I was growing up, I went and seen the prequels. Loved them, I hate them. It was an event. And they were out in May, I'm pretty sure. So there's something special about the start of summer, Star Wars. Hopefully it works. Time will tell. What was your thoughts, though, on The Mandalorian and Grogu? What did you make of that trailer, the concept of the film? Who is the villain? Is it a glorified episode that they're stretching the arse out of to make a feature-length film of? Share your thoughts down below about that, our reaction, anything at all in the comment section. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get notifications for future content like this. I try to do the Emperor there. I think you'll find that the defence systems will be quite operational. I can't remember the exact line. I've not seen it in a while. Ryan Johnson and Abrams ruined Star Wars for me. I've not watched the original trilogy in about fucking 6 years. Little bald-headed fool that he is. Anyway, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and all that's left to be said is thank you once again for watching this, and bye-bye.